Interesting. That's out of the factory seal. Have a propane leak. All right, this is an important day. As we get closer and closer to that cold weather, propane is a commodity that just has to be, and I don't want to run out of the propane on board. You know, everybody else out there has a RV or a motorhome, and they put an external tank into their system. How do they do that? So, I ordered this. This is what I'm going to install today. It shouldn't be that hard. I have the connector hose, and I have a crescent wrench. So here we go. So I'm first going to remove the regulator box housing. Never removed this before, so. All right, looks like there's a bolt holding that little box in place, so I got to remove that. I think I'm going to go get a socket and maybe a wrench. All right, got my socket. Sometimes I just want, you know, that third arm. I have done my best with a crescent wrench to get it fit in there onto that nut so I can turn it. It's wrong thread, so, and I know that, so that's not the issue. The issue is that I can't get onto that straight. It has to be angled because of how it's stuffed in there. And that's frustrating. And I don't have more than a crescent wrench because it's bigger than 5/8, which all the sets end at. The biggest is 5/8 for a wrench. So I need to call a friend. You know, you ever played the Jeopardy game? And it's like 50-50, call a friend, and I forget the other one. Maybe I don't need the other one. But I'm calling a friend because I want to get this job done. So when you don't know what size you need, it's always nice to raid a friend's toolbox and bring in all the wrenches that are even close. And that way, at least one of them is the right one. Make sure you make a selection of every one. Don't leave one out because that's probably the one you need. And we're going to see what happens. I have a shorty here and I'm really hoping that is the actual one. So confidence is high. This is probably the right wrench, 7/8, but the angle that I can only aim at that nut is so small of a port to get into it that it feels a little bit stripped. Okay, so I want to get onto it at a better angle. So I actually had to take the bottom plate right out so I can get in from underneath. Bigger project than I expected, but I can still do it and it's still daylight. So let's see what I can do now. Now that that plate's out of the way, I can reach my wrench up. One thing to remember, this is reverse threads. It says so right on the top, so I know that. And now I've got it. Yep. Now it's turning. Yeah. Where's the water coming from? Okay, it's coming from here. Okay. I think I'm almost there. We've got the regulator attached to the T. Now I have to put it in place, put it into the tap, and then turn on the propane and check for leaks. This is now ready to be installed. Isn't that pretty? We got an inside, an external tap there, also a tap there to go to a hose to a fire pit or a Blackstone grill. And I just have to tighten it up and then put soap on it after I've pressurized. So, is this connected yet? No. This end connected fine. This connected fine. That won't connect to my propane tap on my propane tank. There's no internal threads on it. So this is going back to Amazon. Oh my. So we just ordered one that has the proper threads on this end to go into my propane tap. Then I'll install this whole thing and get it complete. So I just hooked up the propane, everything, all of the old pieces, nothing new. Can't even hook up the new one to this because it leaks out of here in the temporary fashion. So that's where we're at. Got Daphne fed, had my coffee. Today's the day I'm going to install that piece. All of this is still apart from when I did my first install that didn't work. This is the piece that I believe will finish the job. The regulator will go in and attach here. The tank I have underneath the motorhome, this will thread into that and tighten, and then this will be installed. And off of here, I'll actually add our external tanks. And if I want to add a barbecue or a fire pit, I can put it in and attach it here at this port. Right, so I'm going to go inside first and make sure that everything that uses propane is off. Coming in.
You filming?
Yeah. Propane tank off. That's off. The fridge is off. Close is there. All right, the regulator is off. That's what I mean by reverse threads. Those threads go in backwards to most mechanical threads because it's propane. All right, and that tap is what I have to attach the new piece to. Now this does not take any of the Teflon tape. These are designed to not need those kinds of pieces for install. Okay, it is installed. I have not tested it yet, so I'm going to go inside after waiting about 2 minutes, turn on the hot water tank and stovetop. Get the propane working, know that it's working, and then come back here and check for leaks. All right, everything inside's working. No bubbles growing. Oh, actually there are some bubbles growing. Interesting. That's out of the factory seal. Whoa. Have a propane leak coming from the factory sealed unit. That's strange. Let's see if I can tighten that up. This is a little bit more than I expected. Not that I can't handle it, but maybe I can handle. I just can't handle it. All right, here we go. This wonderful little part here from factory started to leak right here. So I had to take this piece off in order to get the right tool to grip it. And then I had to take this piece off, and now I have to put Teflon tape on this side and this side and put it all back together and then have no leaks. This was supposed to be done in the factory. Okay. This is gonna be an interesting finish of an install. What frustrations, man. All right, that was a little bit of effort. Oh my gosh, was not expecting double Amazon order, rip apart everything, put it all back together with Teflon tape, when it's supposed to be a non-Teflon tape install, but everything started to be compromised and leak because of the pressure and the turning. But now we are running on propane that we bought in the 30-pound bottle. So now it's working. Ha! I get to put the regulator box on top. I get to put the skid plate back in top to keep the gravel and stuff from getting in there. And then I can walk away and say, I'm done. When I did that the first time, it leaked from right there. When I did it the second time, it leaked from right there. Not fun. All right. So here's the magic words. For use only on motorhomes with a permanently installed tank. All right, that is why I needed to buy this one. This one. There we go.